Hello Tarot viewers, welcome to the Whistling Hermit channel. For this video, we will be reading for the earth elements. So we have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But before we go to the elements, we will try to reflect first on the card that we have before us. This reading is for the full moon in Gemini, which will be beginning tomorrow, December 8th. So we have an anticipated reading so that somehow you will be able to somehow use the readings in order to journey towards this cycle of the moon, which is already full moon. And when you look at the full moon, it's already the fullness of time. Everything is ripe and everything is already clear before us. And the message of the card, which belongs to the Moonology manifestation card by Yasmin Boland, the message is embrace the flow of life. Okay, embrace the flow of life. Somehow now you see clearly with the moon full, you somehow see clearly already the situations that are unfolding before us. And when we see them clearly, we are able to sense the energy around us, sense the situation around us, sense also the emotions of the people around us. And so we are able to go with the flow. Okay, as I have said earlier with the fire elements, embracing the flow is not going against the flow. Although at the start I said, whoa, with the fire elements you would jump into the waves immediately. But yeah, before you jump into waves, we were reminded by the handbook to first observe from a distance the situation. And once you know already the movement or the flow of life, then you jump into it. So it's like embracing the flow is going with the flow. It's like allowing the spirit to guide you so that you will not be wasting a lot of energy. You know how it is. If you go against the current of the river, then you will be spending a lot of energy. But if you go with the current of the river and you try to dance just like as a kayaker, one who rides a kayak, and you dance with the waves of the river, then you will be able to accomplish much more, and you can use the power of the river to go very far. So in a certain sense, earth elements, no, although we are very stable and we would prefer staying in solid ground rather than jumping into the water, somehow the invitation right now for us also is to go with the flow. Well, when you are running like for example, also when you are riding a bicycle, if you go against the wind, you spend more energy. But if you go with the flow of the wind as you run, then you will be saving energy also. And then you will be able to run faster. So in a certain sense, we need to observe also where the energy flows, and we need to embrace the flow by going with the flow. It's like embracing the flow and allowing the flow to bring us to our intended destination. Well, I hope this was able to give us a little bit more some insights regarding embracing the flow of life. Now let us try to read from the handbook so that we can gain more insights and information from it. Okay, embrace the flow of life. Have you been fast talking lately, or is someone trying to fast talk you? Okay, fast talking is trying to finish things immediately by trying to convince people by talking fast. Okay, anyway, your best bet could simply be to keep quiet for a while. Okay, you or someone else in this situation needs some space. Okay, detach yourself from the situation, observe. Taking a moment out of the constant carry-on will allow you to see what is going on. There is a tug of war between worrying about all the details of how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get some more perspective. Let life flow. Gratitude will help. It is a good time to change your mind about someone or something. Okay, be grateful also. Yeah, when you are grateful, yeah, you have a good disposition. You can flow with the energy much easier. Anyway, So this is the message. I hope you were able to gain some insight from it. Now we will go to the specific elements, and we will try to do some tarot reading as we enter the full moon of Gemini. So we will start with the tarot reading for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, let us see what the tarot card has in store for you for the full moon in Gemini. Now, the main energy is embrace the flow of life. Okay, it's like embrace life. Okay. It's like living the present moment. When you embrace the energy of life, it's trying to live the present moment. Okay, now let us try to see what are the tarot cards for you. Okay, we have here the Four of Swords, and then we have here the Five of Swords, and then we have here the Seven of Chariots. Okay, it seems that the universe is asking you to take some moment of rest right now. Okay, you need it in order to regain some fresh perspective in facing your challenges in life. Okay, so the Four of Swords calls you to spend some time alone, some time to rest, nurture yourself a little bit more. You see here the picture of a man giving bread to a poor person. You could be that poor person who needs some rest. You might be overworking yourself already right now. And when you're overworked, it's hard to make decisions, good decisions. This person in the Five of Swords is somebody who wins. Okay, maybe yes, you are still winning at this present moment, but yeah, what suffers is the relationship also here, because here he won, he's happy that he won, but it seems that those who lost are walking away from him. So in a certain sense, there is success in achieving things, but what suffers is his relationship with other people. Now, to be able to maintain success as winning with other people instead of winning over other people, you know how it is. It's good that when you win, other people also feel that they also won. I feel this is the energy that you are being called to have right now. The ability to have a win-win situation where even those who are not agreeing with you, if they deal with you, they will still feel that somehow they gain something. You can come up with that kind of capacity, but in order to have that kind of capacity, you need to have a fresh mind. You need to have a fresh outlook, a fresh energy, an energy that is more welcoming, an energy that is vibrant, an energy of somebody who's on fire. Well, to be able to maintain that, you need to rest. You need to have some time to recover. The secret why other people are always cheerful is because they also have time for themselves, sort of like a me time. So just maybe a reminder for you, in order to live the present moment and really continue to embrace the flow of life, to continuously be on fire in living the present moment, there's a need for you to rest. You need for you to take care of yourself, to allow the engine to stop for a while and cool down in order that it will function better the next time it runs. Okay, so it's like that. You need some time to rest so that you will continue to have this fresh mind, and then you can move forward again into your life's journey. So here the Chariot is somebody who moves forward. So take some rest, you'll have a fresh mind, and when you have the fresh mind, you can move forward again in facing life's journey. And when you look at it, there is a balance already between the dark and the light side. It's like being reconciled with your shadow side. At the same time, also the balance between the opposites in your person, the yin and the yang. You see, when you have a balance in your person, no, you're able to move forward. There is also balance in your, maybe a healthy lifestyle, also having like that. So you need to nurture yourself so that you will be able to move forward in a more healthy and more mature disposition. And yes, a fresh mind, so that you are able to win, but at the same time also maintain good relationships with other people. So this is the energy that I could feel right now for you, Taurus. So as now that you are in the full moon, it means that you have attained a certain thing. There's already success in you. It's time for you to take some moment of rest. Refresh yourself so that you'll be able to face the day with compassion, at the same time fire, and also a freshness of mind, and at the same time to be able to move forward again. You are the rest will allow you to listen to the universe, and when you listen to the universe, it will allow you to evolve deeper in your spiritual journey. So it will also allow you to mature. Okay, now let us try to see what the reflection cards on the full moon has in store for you right now. Okay, Taurus. The wisdom of the moon is greater than the wisdom of the earth, because the moon sees the universe better than the earth can see it. I guess part it's because the moon is blocking the view. Well, for me, it makes me feel the universe can symbolize God, can symbolize the divine. The closer you are to the divine, the easier for us to listen to its messages, the easier for us to appreciate the wonders of the divine, the wonders of the universe. And I feel it is related to the energy of rest. When you spend more time resting, less activity, less distraction, the more closer you are, because the more chances you are to go into your portal, the portal which is your heart, your inner self. And the more time you spend in your inner self, the more time you get, the more opportunity you get to be closer to the universe, to the divine, to the spirit, and also to your spirit guides. So the closer you become to them, the more wisdom you will gain. So more wisdom also with dealing with other people. So the wisdom of the moon is greater than the wisdom of the earth, because the moon sees the universe better than the earth can see it. Quite an interesting. Mehmet Murat Ildan. Okay. Now, as the full moon slowly wanes into the quarter moon, let us try to see what is the message for you. He could well imagine what the moon had given her. Pure solitude and tranquility. That was the best thing the moon could give a person. Yes, so yeah. Give yourself that gift of solitude and tranquility. That is the best thing that you can give yourself. At the same time, this is also a gift from the universe. I mean, the universe invites you to go into that solitude. I remember in the scriptures, they would say, in the Old Testament, they will, Yahweh will always have this phrase of bringing Israel, his beloved, into the desert in order to teach her. So the universe brings us into that moment of solitude and tranquility, because that is the best gift that we can receive. Because in that solitude and tranquility, we gain the universe, we gain the spirit, we gain a deeper relationship with the divine. So the best gift you can give yourself right now is pure solitude and tranquility. Taurus, it looks like you are being told to slow down a bit. Okay, yeah, you need to rest. When you rest, you do not only give a gift to yourself, but also to the people around you. We get less grouchy when we have more time to rest, no? Okay. So here is when already we're nearing the new moon already, when the moon is starting to almost disappear. It says here, ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. Study the past if you would divine the future. Okay, learn from the past. Okay. I feel this one is learning from the past. You realize before, yes, you can succeed, but it's the way how do you succeed? Do you succeed at the same time lose friends or lose the esteem of other people. Okay, so this is something that you can learn from. Is it possible for you to succeed at the same time remaining close to other people? Okay. Well, just take what resonates with you. Maybe you are a person already learned this kind of lesson. It's just that maybe for some of you right now, this is the energy that I could feel. So ignorance is the night of the mind. It's good to also have that humility that we need to learn some more. Because oftentimes we are blinded also to the fact that we need to learn some more. Sometimes we have this feeling that we know everything also. I'm also guilty of that sometimes, no? But a night without moon and stars, a night without the guidance of the divine. So we can have a night where in that night, we are completely alone because we just rely on our ego. But we can find that night also wherein we discover the divine in the darkness. In the darkness is the mystery of the divine. So when we discover that, then it is a different kind of night. I guess you can call it the dark night of the soul. In that night, you discover that God is there, or the divine is there. It's just that the consolations are taken away. According to St. John of the Cross, the dark night is like being weaned from the milk, a child being weaned from the milk. If before, at the start of our spiritual relationship with the divine, we always have that consolation wherein you discover that sweetness. It's like a honeymoon period in that spiritual marriage with the divine. Well, when you become mature, the longer you stay in your spiritual journey, the sweetness is taken away, so that we will learn to still sit beside the presence of the divine, even if the consolation is no longer there. Because it makes us realize that really the important thing is being before the divine. You know how it is also with a loving relationship. I mean, at the start of the relationship, everything is like roses, no? Everything is like full of rainbow. Everything is so sweet. But after a year, after a certain period of time, you get to see the true person. And there the challenge comes. Will you continue to love the person, even if it's no longer sweet? No longer as sweet as it was before. And then the sweetness becomes much better because you gain more from the relationship. It's the same with the child being weaned from the milk. You start to receive better nourishment because you are already mature in the relationship. So I guess for some of you, yeah, you need to spend more time alone, especially if you are now in the process of undergoing that dark night. You need to spend more time learning to remain in the presence of the divine in spite of the absence of the consolation. Well, this is what we can see for you right now, Taurus. I hope that you were able to gain some insights. Now we will go to the next earth element, which is Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So let us see what the Tarot card has in store for you for the full moon in Gemini. Now, remember that the main energy is embrace the flow of life. Okay, when you embrace the flow of life, somehow you are also embracing the present moment because you are constantly aware or constantly trying to be aware of the energy of the present moment, the energy of life as we in our present life's journey. And so here we can see here in the tarot cards that were given to you were the number 9, the Hermit, okay, and then the 2 of Wands, and then at the same time also the Emperor. Okay, Virgo, it seems like you have a similar reading with that of Taurus. Taurus was being asked to rest a little bit while you are also being asked to spend some time in solitude right now, or maybe you are right now already in solitude. The Hermit is seeking something within. Maybe you're seeking for an answer within, and it could be related to a new venture that is beginning to open in your life. You see this person, he's beginning a journey and is looking at the globe as if planning for this journey. So he's waiting for the ships to come, and as he waits for the ships to come, he is preparing himself. So for some of you, you need to spend some time in solitude and silence in order to understand more the journey that is presently unfolding before you, a new chapter in your life, and how to maintain the fire that is in you right now, and how to utilize this fire within so that you will be able to attain this new goal that you are setting out to achieve, or this new destination that you are setting out to be with. So it's good to spend some time for solitude and silence, also to allow the spirit to guide you so that you'll be able to make good plans in the near future. And here we have here the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who discerns whatever decision he makes. So the Emperor doesn't immediately make impulsive decision if he is a very good Emperor. No, he discerns first, because he knows that the consequences will not only be on himself but also for the whole kingdom that he is serving. So in a certain sense also, you need some time to really listen to the universe, to the divine, in order to make good decisions. Okay, in order to make the right decisions as you set out in this new chapter. It is good also that somehow when you spend time also with the divine, you will be able to return with good boundaries. You know that you need that solitude and silence, and so you need to have good boundaries also, so that you will be able to maintain this contemplative spirit and this spirit of constantly being allowing oneself to be guided by the universe. Again, the Emperor is holding a globe in his hand, at the same time holding a scepter. When you look at it, there is a similarity. The scepter is similar to the wand that this person is holding. You know, holding the wand and holding the scepter is like implementing something, and you implement it with fire because you are holding a wand. A wand is a symbolism of fire, so in a symbolism of power also in a certain sense. So for some of you, maybe right now you are given a leadership leadership role. The same time here, you see here the Hermit also holding something. It's, for me, it's a responsibility. For some of you, maybe you are beginning a certain role right now wherein you are given some form of responsibility, and you need to think not just for yourself but for other people also. So a certain leadership role, I feel, is being given to some of you right now. Maybe you were promoted to a higher position where you need to take care of other people. So there's a need for you to have that receptive mode to the spirit, so that the spirit can guide you, so that when you lead also, you will be able to lead with justice. At the same time also, you expect also people with this kind of armor is like having good boundaries also, so that people will not also take advantage of you. So I see here the scepter, the wand, and then again another staff here. So somehow for some of you, you might have been given a new position wherein you have a certain responsibility. And here he is looking at the lamp with the light. He is looking at a globe, which can also appear like a crystal ball. He is holding a certain globe also, which can also symbolize a crystal ball. A crystal ball is like a portal into our inner world. The light, the lamp, can also be like a portal into our inner world. Some people, diviners, would either sometimes look at a crystal ball. Some diviners look at fire, and when they look at fire, they find themselves into their inner portal. So there is a need for you to constantly go to that inner portal in order to allow the divine to guide you in this present moment. So to embrace the flow of life is to allow also the divine to guide you every step of the way, to constantly be aware of the divine moving in your life at the present moment. So I feel that is another invitation for you right now. And at the same time also to constantly making sure that you are able to perform well, especially if many people are entrusted to you, embracing that gift of responsibility that is given to you right now. And I feel you are right now very cautious about it. For some of you, maybe you are deepening in your prayer life. You are asking the divine also to guide you in this new position so that you will be able to be of service to others. If you have this kind of energy, then I also pray that you will continue to have this kind of energy to maintain it, even if you have already gone way beyond the beginnings of this new chapter or this new responsibility. So I feel the secret right now as you open this new chapter is to allow the divine to constantly guide you by going to the portal of your heart, spending time alone, listening to the divine, and at the same time also guiding people responsibly. Okay, now we have here the full moon card, reflection cards. We'll try to see what is the message of the reflection card for you. The moon is the friendliest of the celestial bodies. After all, glowing warm and white and welcoming, like a friend who wants only to know that all of us are safe in our narrow worlds, our narrow yards, our narrow, well-considered lives. Yes, the light of the moon, when it is full, touches everything around her. If you go out for a walk and it is full moon, sometimes you would notice that it casts a silvery light in almost everything around it, especially when it's not very bright, when the city lights are not present, and it's just you are in the peripheries, you are in the outskirts of the city. You will appreciate it more when the moon casts a silvery light on everything. The moon is so subtle, as if it is the person. It's very much similar to the energy of the divine. It touches everything in its subtle way. If you are sensitive, the deeper you become in your spiritual journey, you would realize that the divine touches every moment of our life, every single object in our environment. There is that presence of the universe, presence of that unseen energy, unseen hand. And there is a certain element of kindness, a certain element that makes you feel thankful, a certain gratitude to that providence that is amidst us. Okay, so the moon is like the divine, no? And yeah, you need to be aware of it so that it will guide you as you move forward in this new chapter of your life. Okay, don't worry if you're making waves just by being yourself. The moon does it all the time. Okay, yeah. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. Don't be afraid to touch lives. No. You have a special song to sing. Sing that song, okay? And touch the world. Change the world in your small chair. Change the world in your small table. Change the world just from where you are. Start by changing yourself and then slowly changing also the lives of other people as you undergo that transformation within you. Okay, finally we go to, so that is for the quarter moon. Now we go to the new moon. Well, at the end of the cycle, there's a beginning of a new one, just as you are beginning a new one right now. The beautiful thing about it is we are in the full moon already, so somehow you get to see, you get to it's good also to spend some time in solitude, because you get to reflect on what has happened in the past and this new thing that is opening up now. It says here, do not swear by the moon, for she changes constantly. Then your love would also change. Okay, it's Romeo and Juliet. Okay. I think it's just that, I don't know why suddenly I feel, don't make promises. That is what came to me right now. Don't make promises, just do it. For example, if you love someone and you want to show them that you love them, just show them that you love them. Don't promise that you will love them, just love them. I think it's the same way here. Now that you are in a leadership role, try not to make promises. Because when you make promises, it will disappoint other people in the future if you are not able to do it. Better to just do it and live the present moment, taking care of them, journeying with them at the present moment, without even giving promises, as long as they know that every day you strive to make things better for them and you are journeying with them. I think that's the important thing. So I don't know, suddenly it came to me. Virgo, try to avoid making promises. Better to just do it. Okay, I think you can do it. You're very good with details. You know, the little things you do. You know how it is. They say the important thing that makes love grow are the little sweet nothings. Okay, the little things, the little messages you put at the refrigerator, putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush for your partner when you wake up earlier than your partner, giving a short kiss on the cheek and saying, I love you. Little things like that. When you see your child, you hug your child and you just tell them you love them. Little things like that goes a long way. These are the little fuels that continue to make the heart burning in loving relationships. So I think, yeah, you are capable of that, Virgo. By nature, you are very good in details, the little things. These little things can go a long way. So better, instead of making promise, show your love in little ways. Show your leadership in little ways. Or this is the energy. This is the energy that I can see for you right now, Virgo, for the full moon in Gemini. Now let us go to the last element of Earth, which is Capricorn. The last but not the least, okay? Okay, Capricorn, we'll go to you now. Okay, Capricorn, let us see what the tarot card has for you for the full moon in Gemini. Now, remember that the main energy right now is embrace the flow of life. Actually, it's just embrace life, okay? Live the present moment. Enjoy the flow of the energy in your present moment. Okay, let us see what are the tarot cards in store for you. Wow, we have here the Empress. And then we have here the Ten of Swords. Okay. And we have here the Moon. Okay. Why is it that I'm thinking of your chakras right now? We have only 7 major chakras, but there are other chakras present also. But it seems like you have a lot of swords in your lower part. It makes me think of the chakras. No, maybe for some of you, there's a need for you to have an energy check. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you need to have an energy check. You have to maybe check your life right now a little bit more. You try to see which part of your body is painful right now. For some of you, maybe a lot of you are having low back pains. There are a lot of you in the low back pain. Some of you have shoulder pains also and pain on the neck. It seems that there's no, it's up to the throat. So some of you even have sore throat, no? But I don't see anything in the third eye and the crown chakra. It's more on the lower chakras. Some of you might have some cough or maybe some throat problems. Some of you may have some body pains, especially on the back. More on the back, on the neck and on the shoulder. You need to pamper yourself a little bit more like the Empress. Now you try to see, I find myself attracted to the pillow. You check your pillow. Is it the bed where you are lying on? Maybe it's too soft that it's causing you back pain. Okay, for some of you, okay, take it if it resonates with you right now. But you need to pamper yourself a little bit more. Maybe you need to have a better chair to avoid this low back pain. Okay. Usually when you see the Ten of Swords, a chapter have just closed. So yeah. It's like the full moon, no? The fullness of things, no? Everything has reached a certain fullness. After the full moon, things will start to become smaller. It's like, you know how it is when you finally reach the end of the story and there's boom, the final. It's like in the concert also. There's this final music, and then after that there's a closing of the curtain. I see here the darkness drawing in. But then there is the light that is pushing the darkness away. It's well, at the end of the presentation, or the end of the program, or the end of the movie, the curtain goes down. So it means the story is finished. The chapter is closed. But then again, the lights turn on so that the people will find their way out. So it's like that. A chapter is closing right now, and the light is about to turn on so that you will find yourself, you are able to take yourself out of that situation. Okay. And I feel that as the chapter closes, you need to take care of yourself. You need to nurture yourself. Like the Empress is very pampered. You see her? She has a lot of cushions, no? Because right now she's pregnant. Just as you close the chapter, you are pregnant with new lessons in life. And you need to pamper yourself so that you can make the best of these lessons that you just heard or you just acquired. No? It's like a new chapter is beginning again. You see here the moon? There's a crab coming out. So at the closing of this chapter, you are pregnant with experience. And you need to spend time to nurture yourself, to allow yourself to recover. For some of you with body pains and everything, so that you can recover from that pain. Maybe you need to nurture yourself. Maybe for some of you, you can do some yoga or start learning to do some yoga, some stretchings, or maybe some of you, a little massage so that you can remove the pain. Nurture yourself a little bit more right now so that you'll be able to be fresh again, just like the Empress, and also be fertile also. Because right now you're pregnant with experience, so that the experience will be, you will be able to give birth to something beautiful from the experience that you have right now. And you are a mystery unfolding, just like the crab coming out and being exposed to the moon. Something that is from the depth is coming out. I think this is the wisdom that has come by the closing of the chapter of whatever experience that you've had in the recent past. And so you need some time for nurturing. Very similar to the reading of Taurus and Virgo. Taurus had the Four of Swords that somehow asks Taurus to rest. At the same time, Virgo also had the Hermit, also asks the Virgo to spend time alone in silence. Here we have the Empress, and the Empress is somebody also who is enjoying the beauty of nature. You need to withdraw to nature. You need to pamper yourself just as the Queen is being pampered. Because I feel that the Emperor just discovered that the Empress is pregnant. And so he wants the Empress to nurture herself in order to allow the child to give birth. No? So you are pregnant after the experience, no? And you are, okay, for some of you, maybe you're literally pregnant after the experience anyway. It might have been a painful experience for some of you. Okay, this is becoming a little bit more specific, okay. If after the relationship you discover that you are pregnant, it's a gift, okay. Do not put yourself down. You see the Empress, she's blooming. So if you are pregnant right now, usually the pregnant women should be blooming, okay. This is the most beautiful stage in a woman's life. When a woman is pregnant, they bloom in a certain glow, knowing that a life is growing within them, and they have a gift to the world, which is this life that is growing in them, okay. So you need to take care of yourself and this new life that is growing within you. You should bloom, okay. So whatever painful experience you might have had, okay, for some of you, you might be right now, well, the thought of a single mother is coming to me right now, so it's becoming a little bit specific right now. If you are a single mother right now, you are pregnant right now, nurture yourself. Take good care of yourself. This child that you have right now is a gift of the universe, not only to you, but to the world. You see here, she's blooming, and at the same time, everything around her is blooming. You know how it is when a child is born, and suddenly the faces of the people who witnessed the birth of the child and listened to the cry of the child, everybody is filled with joy. And everybody's so excited. They want to visit the family with this new child. And when they see the child, they also become like little children. They start to talk like little children, like, yeah, 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 do, do, do. Whenever you are in the child, you find yourself speaking not as an adult, but like the bubbling sound of the child. So there's a certain gift that the child gives to the world. Makes us feel young again. Okay. So this child, but if for those of you, okay, this is a little bit specific. If you're pregnant right now, take good care of this child. It's a gift to you and to the world. It will bring life. Just as the pregnant empress here is blooming and everything around her is blooming. Now, nurture yourself, pamper yourself right now, okay? This experience will make you a better person. You are growing right now, Capricorn. You are rich. You see, after this experience, you are blooming. And after the experience, everything around you is blooming. Why? Because you are richer as a person right now. You are more mature because of the experience you've had. And more gifts are coming from the universe right now. It's rising to the surface. The more you spend with nature, the more you spend nurturing yourself, the more you will be receptive to receive these new gifts that the universe is giving to you. Even here, you see the presence of the divine. Somehow when you start to hear the heartbeat of your child, the movement of your child within you, you would start to realize how lucky you are and how loved you are by the universe and how much you are capable of loving also. So this is what you can see for you, Capricorn. Now let us try to see what the full moon reflection cards also would like to tell you. A part of me wants to say, congratulations. Okay. Okay. Shoot for the moon. You might get there. Okay. Shoot for the moon. You might get there. Okay. Wish for the best. Okay. For those of you, you are pregnant today. A chapter has closed. A new light is coming. Well, now that you are beginning a new chapter in your life, shoot for the moon. Aim high. You just might get it. Okay. So, wish for the best. Okay. That chapter is closed already. It's over. A new chapter is opening. You are blooming. You are ready to shine. So, shoot for shining. Okay. Shoot for stardom. Okay. You're a star. You aim for the best. Okay. Now, this is when the moon starts to go back again to the quarter moon. The moon is the first milestone on the road to the stars. Okay, so the mystery that is unfolding right now before you is the first milestone to more success in the future. A child that is in your womb is just the first milestone. The knowledge of knowing that you are pregnant also is the first milestone of other experiences. You know how it is when there's a new child in your life, when a child is born in your life, you cherish that moment because every moment that you experience will never come back again. When the time your child starts to leave the nest, when it's old already, you look back in all these memories. So you cherish that moment. You spend time, you need to have time out from your work in order to cherish this new life that is growing within you. For those who are pregnant right now, okay, you enjoy the first kick that you hear from your child. You enjoy those moments when you somehow could feel already the heartbeat of your child. The first time you see your child in the ultrasound, record that in your heart. I remember in the gospel, everything that in the New Testament, when the angel declared that Mary is pregnant, she treasured that moment in her heart. And every milestone in the life of her pregnancy of Jesus, or of the Messiah that is with her in her womb, she cherished them in her heart. Every experience that she has with her child, she cherishes it in her heart. So for those of you who are pregnant right now, enjoy every milestone of that pregnancy, milestone of your child in your heart. Okay. It will not come back again. Okay. Finally, okay, when the moon is almost waning, the lovers of God never run out of patience, for they know that time is needed for the crescent moon to become full. Okay. Be patient. Because you know that something beautiful will come. It's in the relationship also with the divine. Like for example, a pregnancy takes about 9 months and you are patient to wait because you know you cannot, you need the child needs time to grow. So the lovers of God never run out of patience. It's the same time also a woman who has experienced pregnancy develop patience because you know that there is a time for everything. For they know that time is needed for the crescent moon to become full. They know also that time is needed for the child to finally be ready to go out and be born into the earth. It's the same time also in our life. A chapter has closed. A new chapter is evolving. You need to be patient and allow the sunrise to slowly unfold before you. The new chapter to slowly unfold to you. The mystery to slowly come into the light. So Capricorn, it seems that you are asked to be patient, especially for those of you who are pregnant. And the best way to be patient is to embrace the flow of life. Live the present moment. Enjoy every moment as a milestone into the completion of this new chapter. Every single step is an experience that you can cherish. Okay, so this is what I can see for you right now, Capricorn. I hope you were able to gain some insights there. We can learn from Mary, who cherished everything in her heart. So cherish every experience in your heart. Every revelation that the divine gives to you in the portal of your heart, cherish it, because this experience will teach you something and it will evolve even further. It's a milestone on the road towards your full spiritual growth. So cherish every moment. Embrace the flow of life. Well, I hope you were able to gain something from this reading. And thank you also to Taurus and Virgo. I hope to see all of you next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways. Okay, Capricorn, bye.